Let's get physical. It's Jordan here, back again with this week's update and all the physical releases coming to the Switch. We're in the first full week of October, 5th until the 9th, Monday to Friday. Retail, low print and imports, plus our community spotlight where you shove your pickups and potentially win a physical Switch game. This month, we're giving away something, don't know what yet, but something. Before we get into it, I need to give one last call to the winner of the Shadowbug Whole New World competition from last month. Enigma, dude, you won. Please get in touch, we want to give you the game. If not, I think we're going to have to do a redraw next week, so come on dude, leave a message with a way to contact you privately. Alright, let's take a look at this week. Ministry of Broadcast, finally, the last time I have to mention it. It's finally releasing in North America this week. I never have to talk about this game again. Anyways, I know this is a decent game, a puzzle platformer that has more than its fair share of influence from the likes of Another World or Flashback, but with modern sensibilities. The North American version from PM Studios website should get you a steelbook to go with it. And this is Brent McLean's Pick of the Week. Ben 10 Power Trip is probably the 10,000th Ben 10 game in existence, and I'm not sure any of them have been better than below average. Thousandth time lucky, maybe? Well, it is published by Outright Games, so probably not. I'm sure kids who are fans of the TV show will probably get some enjoyment out of this, and I do get that there's room for these kind of games in the market, but let's hope it's at least above average. Piofiore Fated Memories, I can't even say that, is probably releasing this week. If not this week, then probably next week. Anyways, Axis Games are pumping out these properly obscure Otome visual novels. No idea who the target market is for these, but, all the power to them. And I apologize for the trailer. These kind of trailers, the visual novels, always have copyrighted music, so it's incredibly difficult to download them properly, so that's why the trailer looks absolutely pants. Ys Origin is getting its physical release in Europe this week, at least at retail. I also know that Limited Run have theirs in hand, so will probably be sent out too. This released in Asia last week with its fantastic artwork. Sadly, I don't have my copy yet due to a mix-up in delivery. They sent me Ys 8 instead. Anyways, this is a great action RPG on the cheap side. I think it's going to be an essential one. And this is Dane Wilkinson's Pick of the Week. Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 is a sequel that no one really asked for. The original, which released a couple of years ago, was pretty meh, and yes, I did play it. This time there's more characters, although stages are looking worryingly similar, and it doesn't look like they've added any character voices, which was a real missed opportunity in the first one, so maybe they didn't learn their lesson there. The Survivalist is shaping up to be a fun game from the same people who brought us The Escapist. This is a sandbox game where you explore, build, and craft in a desperate bid to survive. You can even train monkeys to be soldiers. What's not to like about that? I have no doubt that this is going to be a very nice indie title on the Switch, and it's good to see get it released that's, not by a limited company. And this is Gannicus's Pick of the Week. FIFA 21 Legacy Edition. If you want FIFA on your Switch, just buy FIFA 18 for $1 and not this cash grab. This is the exact same game as last year, which was the exact same game as the year before, except they've updated the teams. Whoop-de-doo. Also, this seriously has the worst box art that I've ever seen. Ever. It's embarrassing. This is genuinely something that I made in Microsoft Paint when, I first got a computer. Just replace Kylian Mbappe with Stargate SG-1 characters. That's the first thing I did when I got a computer, honestly. Agatha Christie, the ABC murders would be an easy one to dismiss. I immediately thought it was straight up shovelware, kind of like find the objects kind of game, but no, it's more of an adventure style game with puzzle elements. Has a slightly bigger budget behind it, probably not the best novel to game adaptation ever, but if you're a fan of the author or mysteries, might be one to look into as long as it runs well on the Switch. Microids are a little bit sketchy in that department. And also, as a footnote, it seems that Sayonara Wild Hearts and Let's Sing Queen are delayed to this week from last, or perhaps even next week, I don't know. Alright, low prints. Super Rare Games have announced their latest release, and just in time for the Halloween season, they're offering up Darkwood. This is a highly anticipated title from, what I've seen in the endless comments about it, but personally, I don't know a whole lot about it. It's a survival horror game. You scavenge and explore the rich, ever-changing freeform world by day, then hunker down in your hideout and pray for the morning light. At least that's what the PR says. They've got faith in this one as there are 5,000 copies available from October 8th, and this is God of Resin's Pick of the Week. Chasm is Limited Run's latest game. This is an action-adventure game very highly regarded, with gorgeous pixel art, plenty of environments, tight gameplay. This has all the signs of a decent addition to the collection. There's a standard edition as well as a collector's edition, which includes a four-disc soundtrack, plush, stickers, art book, buttons, and a reversible coaster. Interestingly, it's currently also getting a low print release via PlayAsia, but for the Vita if you want that one. And this is Jonathan Rumor's Pick of the Week. Alright, let's jump into the imports this week. Just remember that if any take your fancy and you'd like to import them for yourself, then there are import links below in the description and the pinned comment. It helps support this little series especially. It wouldn't be what it is without you and your support, guys, so thank you very much. And in return for using our links and supporting us, you can get a nice 5% off your order if you use the coupon code SwitchWatchTV while checking out. That's all one word, SwitchWatchTV for 5% off your orders. It's a nice little bonus, right? Alright, PlayAsia have got a brand new exclusive for you going up for order this week. This time they're swerving back towards a visual novel, and I'm sure some people are going to be quite excited about this one. It's If My Heart Had Wings. I'm getting very similar vibes to the very recently released Arcana, with people who are obsessed with soaring in the sky. I heard the original translation wasn't so great, but hopefully this one is better, I don't know. There's a standard release, as well as a limited collector's edition, which includes an art book, a soundtrack, which are the essentials for me, plus a certificate. As someone who's collecting all of PlayAsia's limited editions, of course I'm picking this up, and it's nice to see them once again switch genre. Orders go up on Thursday, 11 PM Hong Kong time, that's 4 PM UK time, 11 AM Eastern time, so I would greatly appreciate it if you could come back on that day, that time, click our link to buy it for yourself, if you want to buy it, of course. We're not forcing you to buy it. Anyways, it really helps us so much, so do consider that. Alright, Death Squared is a really fun co-op puzzle game published by One Print Games. On their website, they already sent out the limited edition, if you want to check that out, but now the standard version is available via PlayAsia this week. So yeah, this is a highly regarded puzzle game where you'll end up hating your co-op buddies, just like good old Overcooked and stuff like that. There's even a demo up on the eShop if you want to try it for yourself. Looks like a good one, and like all One Print Games, the box and game are in English despite being an Asian release. Very nice. And that's really it for imports this week. Don't forget to check out the video that I put out last week detailing all the cool Switch imports for the rest of the year. You don't want to miss that if you're a collector. Alright, let's jump into the Let's Get Physical community spotlight where you show off your pickups. If you're featured, then at the end of the month you could win a physical Switch game. Not sure what it's going to be yet, but I'll let you know next week if I can be organized. Right, firstly me. Full disclosure, Red Art Games were kind enough to send me a very generous package of 8 of their games. 8! Yeah, I'm going to spread out talking about them over like a few months. And also, we have a very special offer for you guys on Red Art Games' website that I'll talk about in a second. So yeah, what shall I talk about first? Well, let's talk about the one that's often drawn my attention, War Tech Fighters. Yeah, I'm predictable. I've suddenly grown a fondness for mech games, even though I don't like mechs. This is kind of like an Armored Core type game with a bigger focus on action rather than simulation. Obviously, it's slightly on the budgeted side, but it does a fine job filling in the hole that's missing from our hearts. There's plenty of customization to build your own mech to take on the plentiful of missions with nice variety too. I think this is a bit of a hidden gem on the Switch, and I really think it deserves a little more attention. Like all of Red Art Games' releases, aside from like their first 3, War Tech Fighters comes in a very nice card sleeve. It's not exactly B-side games or first press games quality, but still appreciate it. And I like the fact that on most of their releases, the slipcase has different artwork to the box itself. Very nice package, although in French, as they are a French company. They do have English options sometimes. But yeah, Red Art Games were kind enough to give you guys a nice little offer. And so for the community, we have a discount code for you for their website. Yeah, if you want to purchase anything from their website, you can get 10% off if you use the coupon code SWATCH10. SWATCH10. Now, what's good about this is that you can use it on anything on their site. Switch, PS4, Vita, games in stock, pre-orders, standard editions, collector's editions, everything. And this code is usable until January. You can use it up to 10 times too, personally. And I'll tell you guys, next week, Red Art Games are going to announce their latest release. And you're definitely going to be wanting our code for that. It is an absolute banger. And I just want to assert that this is not an affiliate link. We don't earn anything from it. This is just for you guys, give you something back as thanks for your support. So check out redartgames.com, and if something takes your fancy, then you've got a nice little code to help you out. Alright, on to you lot. And just to let you know that from after this episode, I'll only be accepting 1 picture per week, per person of course. not just one picture from everybody. So if you do want to send in multiple pictures, like maybe an unboxing or showing interior art, that's fantastic. Then, but please send them at the same time. Like, don't send me a picture on Tuesday and then another on Saturday. It's a minor thing, but, sending them at the same time helps me organize things better and stops me getting lost when writing and editing, if you know what I mean. Yeah. Anyways, Visipon sent in Dragon Quest Builders, a game that I really wish I had time to put into. This appeals to me so much more than Minecraft. Like, I would never touch Minecraft, but this, yeah, I want to play this. H and F sent in Murder by Numbers, which is a great package from Play Asia. Glad to see this one making the rounds. Thanks to everyone who used our links. Really appreciate it. Kozai Hard sent in this photo of their latest 4 pickups. I want those 2 in the middle especially. In fact, it reminds me, I need to see if crosscode is finally available in China. Zoka Omi sent in this photo with some fantastic games. That Noble edition of Hero Land is a bit of a beast. God of Resin picked up FIFA 18, like I recommended, plus Dragon Marked for Death, which, I see quite often in the series, but it rarely gets talked about. That is some fine artwork, though. Streaming on the Corner made me jealous, with at the top they have Onion and Odalis limited edition. It's one that I missed out on before I decided to get a full set from Play Asia, yeah. I need to head to eBay to get this one. Captain Slow showed 2 pictures, picking up Collar Cross Malice, or X Malice, for the missus, and Disgaea for himself. Raptors got in Murder by Numbers, plus 2 very nice indies, seeing Unravel 2 a lot more these days. Horse Flesh Flavored Ice Cream got in their visual novel Sidon, with these 2 from PQ. Love the art style for Our World is Ended. Roran got in Void Bastards. We're going to be seeing this one quite a lot today. Punky Dooster did what he does best. Man, I wish I didn't send Darius to my home in England. I was itching to play it the other day, but I'm going to have to wait a very long time to, actually get to it. Flyro sent in this picture. I've always wanted to try Vampire, and all the games that are similar to that kind of thing, like Sinking City or whatever it's called, Call of Cthulhu, seems like my kind of games, just don't have the time for them. Cell718 sent in an eye dazzler with some great games. A lot of quality all round, and they just had to put in Helmet, didn't they? They just had to. Stephen Chin got in Moro, plus the always surprisingly massive collector's edition of AI Somnium Files. That's a chunker. Jonathan got in the recent Untitled Goose, plus a nice haul from Play Asia. Many thanks for using our links, mate. Really appreciate it. Harshvada Sapra sent in some properly hardcore games. These 3 are the kind of games that make you want to throw your controller, but, in a good way. Yo Daddy was happy to pick up Ease 8 and add it to their collection. A fantastic game for sure. Steven665 sent in this picture of some nice games. Good to see Load Runner. No idea if it's good or not. It's just taken so long to be released. Paul Atkins got in these 3 from Japan, Namcot Collection and Mr. Driller, both import exclusives if you want an actual cartridge. Shikification got in these fine games. Count Lucinor was one of Merge Games' earliest, and that's kind of disappeared into the ether since we don't see it much here these days. I think I like Jessica Yeo's dog more than my own dog. I know that's pretty bad, but here are some fantastic games to make any gamer jealous. Ease Origins, the Asian version, Little Town Hero, the Western Big Boy release. Nice. Robert's got all the culture with the Asian Collector's Edition of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in a Dungeon, which nicely has a sleeve to change the language to English. I didn't know that came with it. Samuel Robinson showed off a game that is highly sought after in certain circles, Liar Princess and the Blind Prince. I don't know why, but I always want to say Blind Thief, not Prince. Anyways, yeah, many people overlooked this Collector's Edition to their much regret now. Adam Karaskilo showed off that he likes, a little bit of midget wrestling. Nothing to be ashamed of, son. Plus Void Bastards, which, like I said, is a popular one this week. Martin Suther, many thanks for using our links for Murder by Numbers. Nice little collector's edition that still is in stock. Plus Freedom Finger from Super Rare. And so did Jim Wiley, plus an early copy of Ministry of Broadcast with the Steelbook, which, according to my word processor, isn't an actual word and changed Steelbook to Steenbock. Nice. AJ Cordell showed off these games, including Shantae Pirate's Curse, which is much sought after these days, especially since the recent glut of Shantae games from Limited Run. Many people missed out on this one back in the day. E-Rock Z got a game early, properly early, 2 weeks early, G.I. Joe, which I've got to admit is probably not going to be a very good game because of the publisher, but it is impressive to get it so early. Choco Loco James made me super jealous with his 2 Ikarugas from Japan. Come on, boy, sharing is caring. Spawn 7 got in these games. Man, Void Bastards is a pretty good ratio in this episode so far. I think the devs will be pleased with this one. James Church confused me for at least 8 seconds when he sent in this photo. I was wondering how and where he got the Moro variant from, and then I remembered, oh wait, they're different games. Chronicles and Crystal, they're different, but they look so similar. Marty Mar got in Void Bastards and Mario. Look, okay, guys, is there some sort of, like, hive joke going on where you're buying this because you want me to say the word bastard as much as possible in one episode? You're gonna get me demonetized, you know? And it makes me sad. You know, I'm from Sheffield, in the north of England, so I used to have a pretty sweet handle on the word bastard. You know, like Sean Bean.
Bastards. You killed my horse, you bastard. You're a Scots bastard.
Move, you bastards!
You bastards. I've lost it. I've lost it. I've been away so long from Sheffield that it kind of makes me sad. I can't say it, you bastards. Dane wanted to show off his recent Amiibo editions, Joker and Hero, looking very cool. Gannicus.
He's a crafty little bastard.
Hockey Nerds got in a couple of Red Art Games releases, plus Pode, which is a lovely co-op game exclusive to Europe. Griffin got in the nice super rare triple threat. Smoke and Sacrifice still in stock if you want that one. J.W. Bowen sent in these editions, super rare once again, plus the fabulous looking The Missing. Totally Simon made a lot of visual novel fans jealous with Buried Stars from eBay, one of the most sought after games right now. It's like gold dust. It's Rain Time, and he got in Death Squared from one print already, looking very cool indeed. Really liking that box art. Who'd have thought that a game of this style could have awesome looking box art? Lord Vapor picked up Streets of Rage 4, looking fantastic. Maybe a little nostalgic for Tony Hawk 2 on the GBA, which I actually heard is surprisingly good. Champ Dancer got in a fine import, Katana Kami. It's counting down the days to the end of the year, and I still don't have it. Peter Clark showed off the beautiful Ys Origin, the Asian release, absolutely lovely artwork. Ying got in the retail edition of Streets of Rage 4, which looks superb. Love the yellow they went for. Nintendo Gamer Gal got in some pretty big games this week, a lot of Mario goodness. Silverhouse got in these games, Moro, lovely, Aokana, fantastic visual novel, which I referenced earlier, and Captain Tsubasa, which I still need to find an English version of. Canuck, many thanks for using our Play Asia links on the first two games there. Really appreciate it, but come on.
Bastard.
Not Butters impressed me very much with this showcase. SD Gundam is a really good, awesome strategy game it's not as popular as Super Robot Wars games, and I understand why, but it still should not be overlooked. Ours Golo, sorry I don't know how to say your name properly, sent in this photo, again with Morio Confusion, plus another great import in Omega Labyrinth Life. Marcos Blanco sent in this fine photo, loving the top row especially Super Robot Wars and Shmup Collection games that are both close to my heart. And finally, to end this week's show, we have Chuck's Taylors with...
Bastard.
Alright, thanks ladies and gents, it's always fantastic to see what you've got. Please send me your pictures over on Twitter at SoWhatAboutGame. You can DM me so I can keep track of it, or you can tag me on Twitter and use the hashtag #Let'sGetPhysical, and I'll give you a nice little retweet too. You can email it into us at contactors@switchwatch.co.uk if you want to. Just make sure you start the email title with Community Spotlight so I don't miss that. And we have a Discord where you can send your pictures there in the submission section and have a chat with us. Discord links are below. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed this episode of New Physical. Special thanks to our executive producers, as always, Dane Wilkinson, God of Resin, Brett McLean, Jonathan Rome, Organicus, and all the others who have joined our memberships. We really appreciate you guys. Thank you for your support so much. Please check out last week's episode in case you missed it, and the imports video from last week too. We'll see you guys over there.
Bastard.